They Call Me Trinity is a 1970 spaghetti western film about Trinity. He is a aimless man who, at the beginning of the film, shows how amazing he is with a gun. However, he goes into a small town that's being bullied by a land baron. And this land baron basically wants to push out some settlers that have taken over one of his valleys. So the sheriff, however, is a man named Bambino, who's really good with a gun as well. Turns out to be Trinity's brother, and he doesn't want Trinity around. But basically, the sheriff has to deal with this land baron and decides to recruit Trinity into helping him, defeat these vicious thugs and Mexican mercenaries hired by the land baron. So I didn't really know much about this movie, to be honest, and I didn't know that it's mostly a western, but it's also a comedy western. So I didn't know that. So the beginning of the movie kind of sets up this sort of like epic spaghetti western film, but it's not. It's more of a comedy. So after that happens, the first half of this movie feels like a spaghetti western. However, the second half of this movie feels like Blazing Saddles. There's a lot of fist fights and jokes, and all the confrontations sort of lose their edge because it's more of a comedy. So people are fighting each other with fists instead of shooting each other. So that kind of deflates a lot of the movie, to be honest. Wasn't expecting that. So the movie just leans into comedy a little bit too much instead of shoot 'em up spaghetti western, which is what I'm used to. So, I mean, the acting's okay, the villain's okay. A lot of the more suspenseful parts of this movie are treated as a joke, which kind of does a disservice to the film. Like there's like these two mercenary guys brought in, and then that's sort of dealt with too quickly. Same with the climax. It's really over the top and goofy. So They Call Me Trinity, I'm definitely not going to check out the sequels. They made a whole trilogy of these. So I give it a 5 out of 10.